Hello and welcome back to Vulcan. I'm Mick, we're playing Stationeers. Now last time we got our water connected up. It's still a manual water thing, but it is water nonetheless. So we're getting a drink, we're sort of back up to, well, we're still back up to not much, but we are back up. So we're doing all right there. So we've got a few things just to finish that off, so we need to automate the water system there, so it's not relying on me to remember to switch it back on again. So that would be a handy thing to have. And get the Stirling. We're still running a bit short on our power, so if I can get the Stirling engine up and running as well, we can get that going. So we have we're coming into night time, so I might be wanting to switch that on again. And I should probably get the stuff I need to go and get the Stirling engine. We've still got a bit of power there. I need to get that up and running. I probably need to get a storm alarm up and running and see how we go. But for the volatiles, for the Stirling engine, I need the volatiles. So I will need a utility, one of them. I think I've got pipes, I've got the electronic components. I need I'll grab a volume pump. And that's probably about all I need. Oh, and a canister to actually put the stuff in, that might be handy too. Canister, you. Right. Just got to be careful with this one because it's angry when it comes out. And nope, gimme, got it. We're good. And that looks like night time. Oh, I've got to automate this too. And put in my shutters. I was meant to switch that on. You idiot. Go up there, push the button first. Long arms? Oh, long arms for the win. Yeah, there we go. No, go and do the thing downstairs. Because we're focused and always paying attention to what we're doing. Never distracted. Oh, a squirrel. You're still going all right. You should be getting stuff in there. Yeah, there's water in there. We're good. Yeah, there's still a little bit of water in the end of it, so probably a little bit of water coming out here. There is. But it's tiny, not even 1 millimole. It's 0.08485%. That's 20% when it comes out of the burner. So I'm using a tiny amount. So I think we can live with that. Either it's that or you put in a heap of filters and stuff that you then have to go and change and mess around with. You're still going. Still got plenty to catch up on. Yeah, you can switch on. I've still got fuel. I will need to into here. If I put you to there, you there, I can put you onto there, and my volume pump can go onto here. No down, and no up. I was right that first time. No. Okay, not ideal, but that might do us. I need you, you, okay. And just to be sure it works, we give it a coat of paint. Sweet. And of course you. Right. We can't fail now. Now, from memory, I think we want about 70 mole in there. So I'll turn you down to just control it. So 70. That's 40, 50, 60, and 70 will do us. Nice. Do you want more fuel? No, you still got plenty of fuel. You can switch off. And we can go up. 0.093% steam. Yeah, I'm willing to let that go. Ooh, 1.9 litres already. Awesome. Now, go up there. I should have my electronic components. And you go into there, you switch on. Ooh. And make sure that doesn't explode. 6 megapascals. 7 megapascals. I think about 11 it blows up. So I want to keep it below there. As exciting as it would be. That is now dropping in temperature. Because we've got the extra cooling coming in from this one. It's going down again now, so it's caught up with that. We're all good. Right. Nice. So the heat comes out of the water burner. Heats up the furnace. The extra heat goes into here. It can't back pressure into there to cool down the furnace, which again goes downstairs. And down to here. Goes through another one-way valve into the first heat exchanger, so the heat exchanger can't cool the Stirling engine. So we're getting the most out of that heat into here. So it's coming in about 20%. It's almost 20% water. So that's alright, and through the first change of it we're down to about 2.3% steam. The rest has all been turned into water, and about 0.06% as it goes through the second condenser. We have no pollutant in here. Oh, 3 litres in one night. That is pretty sweet. Right. Get you there. Let's switch ye off again. And we're good. Successful night making water. I'd better open this up, hadn't I? My windows. Nope. Put that away. Throw that one away. We want... Yep. I want that one. Right. Now, windows. Let's put the cable on the roof so as I can put other stuff on the floor. I think they're double-sided, aren't they? So I can't actually put another set of windows outside. And I need something. Steel sheets, and probably glass I'm going to go with. And we have some hideous yellow windows that I can't open because they don't have power. But there we go, we've got them, so I've not used them before, so it's a good time to do it. They're just lousy for looking out of because they've got the highlight over the window whenever you try and look out it. But we'll see how we go. Right, so we've got some leftover crap here. Vending machine. Now I'll bring my trade over to here. You could probably go into the wall there. That'll make you nice and neat. You and it's a screwdriver, isn't it? There we go. You can go there. We're done with all of that stuff. Maybe those ones I'll keep for a bit. Walls I'll keep. The frame, you will be going into there to block that off. And I don't need you anymore now. You I will probably need in here for automating that. You will need to go somewhere. I don't know if I got my computer and that thing. So yeah, my trade will come back up over here. So if I put you to there, you'll be ready to go again. And you can go into there. Right, now as soon as this has been brought back to a vacuum, I can break into there and expand that room. So, flat walls, let's grab some of them down and should put down our floors. And our ceiling. And make sure we've got all the bits we need there to build it. I'll pull them straight out again, but at least I know I've got the parts there to do it. Okay. Vacuum yet? No. I'll wait a bit longer then. Now, storm alarm. I could do a storm alarm. That might be handy to have. I don't want to get caught out in them. Oh, that'd be bad. So I'll probably put you in here. That's what I've been saving this hole in the roof for. I'll probably need a memory. Memories. So grab me a couple of them. Put one on there. I've already got an alarm on that one. I've got to put an alarm inside there as well. So I'll need something to monitor the alarms as well. And I might make a public address system as well. That would be handy. And you will need to go into there. Done. So if I'm going to make a PA, I shall need a transmitter. Just the one. And a chip. So I'll need some heavy cable. You're there. Nice. That one. Nope. You. And you. Boom, you're done. So you will be hooked up to the weather alarm. I want to pull all of that stuff out, so I'll need to pull you out. And probably go up around here. So I'll put a countdown display just there. Need to cable up to you. Go outside and do that one. And bring you into there. Okay, well, can I wire that up from inside? I just poke through the window. Yay! Nice. I did switch that one off. We're good. Okay. So I'll need a console to go on there and a chip. Console. Now, you. I think we might be able to find... That'll do. Yeah, that works for me. You... There, 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 2 cable cutters, there, and... Nope, there we go. Right, so you are set up. I need to set you to my suit and switch you on, so that should be plugged into me. Put you back. Right, so that should be connected to my hard suit, so I should be able to send messages to that now. Let's put you onto there, and you shall be the weather display. Done. You should be the weather alarm. Done. Okay, so I needed a chip. Oop, you can be good. Now you... so there, when you're ready, get rid of that. Now I shall need to know the weather station. It's D0. I shall need to know the weather display to D1, and I shall need to know the alarm memory D2. I think that's all we need. So we start. We yield. We shall load into R0 from the weather station. The next weather event time. Hey, I got it right. And now that'll tell us the time to the next one. It'll be a decimal number, so I shall need to truncate it, which will just cut off all the decimal places so you don't have this big long number on there, and save that to the weather display setting R0. Okay, so that should just tell us the time to it's coming. So if that is counting down, then a storm is on the way. Now I want to use the sound alerts to actually send a message to my suit to say that there's a storm coming.
Filter low.
Or that there's a filter low. Both are good. I'm still got stuff in here. Switch that on. And it's suddenly getting hotter in here. Sure, why not? Now, so we're using the sound alert. Sound alert will be you lot. If I say weather is coming in, storm incoming, that is number 18. So I'll set a message on the alarm to say 18. Okay, so if the storm's coming in, that is greater than 0. So set greater than 0. There, set greater than 0. So that'll now be 1 or 0. So 1 if there's a storm coming, is 0 if it's happening or if it's not happening. There, so if I now multiply that by 18, it is now 0 or 18. So if I save to the memory setting 0, so memory will now say 0 or 18. So it will play message 0 or message 18 when it's, well, this one won't do it, but I'll make up another chip that will read that and do it. So that is the memory set. That's all we need to do. Jump back to the start. If I had the chip, I can export it. Export that. You probably need to make me another one of them now. There we go. I need... Is it our weather station? I'll go start with the W's. There we go. The weather display. And the weather alarm. Right. Now if I switch you on, you should be 0. Even if I change you, it should go back to 0. It does. Excellent. That means that there's no storm coming. Now this one, I shall just get it to read what's happening in this alarm. I should probably go put that one in as well. And this alarm, which is not doing anything, let's just call that the power alarm. Alarm. Now that one is hooked up to the red cable as well as the yellow one. The memories are good as they got connections on both sides, so you can hook them up to multiple circuits easily. So if I put you in there, I've already made a spot where that goes back to the main cable there and back onto this one. So this will be the, what's this one? The, it's the, I don't know, garden room. The garden alarm. Okay. Oh, well, while I'm here. I guess while I'm here, I've probably got some water in there. 3 litres. Thank you. I'll take that. I probably should automate this room, shouldn't I? Ah, 6 litres. We'll be back up to full time in no worries. Yeah, that made sense. Close that. There we go. Now, this other one here. Now, the power alarm and that one in there aren't doing anything at the moment, so we won't get much out of them. Now, I will need to know the transmitter. To D0, and that's probably about all I will put on there. The rest of them I might just go directly because, well, I can. I shall first save transmitter volume because it's usually set to 50 and I can't hear anything because I'm probably going deaf. We'll set that to 100 to make sure if I wasn't deaf, I soon will be. Now, start. What we're going to do is read all the other pins and see if there's anything on them. We'll hook the alarms up to each of the pins. So I shall load into R0 from D1, which will be the first one, the setting. So that'll set what R0 is. It'll either be 0 or it'll be something not 0. Yeah. Okay, load into R1, the next one, which will be D2. Setting, now that'll be 0 or something else. I need to check that, so we shall select R0 based on R1. If R1 is not 0, we want to change it to R1. If it is 0, we'll ignore R1 and just keep whatever's in R0. Which may be a 0 or it may be something else, we don't know. So whatever the most important alarm is, put that one last, because otherwise you're just going to overwrite the one that comes first. So load into R1 from D3, next one up. We've finished with R1, we can reuse it. Setting, and then same thing again. If it's something, we care. If it's not something, we don't care. Now get to the end. If they're all 0, we don't care. So branch equal to 0, R0 equals 0, then go back to the start. Now if it's not equal to 0, it has a message there. So save to the transmitter sound OUND alert R0. And then I can wait for 20 seconds because I don't want to keep saying the same thing over and over. And then I will have to set that back to 0 or it won't play the message again. Well, I think it's still like that. I don't know if that's been fixed yet. I think they did. They fixed it with the klaxon. I'm not sure about the sign. Anyway, we'll set it back to 0 just in case. Then we can jump back to the start. That should be what it is. So export. So I need the three alarms hooked up and the transmitter. So the transmitter should be the logic transmitter. There we go. And the alarms, I'll probably put the storm one last. So we shall go for the power alarm. The greenhouse we called it, wasn't it? A garden alarm. And the other one will be the weather alarm. So that'll be at the back. Weather alarm. Here we go. And I've got spots for 2 more of them. So I'll probably put a trade alarm on and another one.
Storm incoming.
Oh. Well, that was handy. And so there is. Okay, so that one has detected a storm. It is counting, should be counting down. It is. There we have that many seconds before it comes in. Our alarm has changed to 18, which is being read by this one, and it is sending the message 18, which is storm incoming. Nice. I can switch my water back on again. I probably should automate that. Yoink. There we go. Oh, I was going to put these lights on to say when it was daytime. I can probably do that from this one. Oop. Now I shall need, this one goes all the way through this every time and I've got some pins left over. So I shall
storm incoming.
Need the sensor, the 3, which will be our outside temperature sensor. And I shall need to LED U
storm incoming.
Copy to clipboard, that's correct. So find the LED to U. So now I shall need to load from the sensor, load into R0 from the sensor.
Incoming.
The temperature. Well, that's not going to get monotonous at all because if wait, storm incoming. Maybe I should set it for more than 20 seconds. Yeah, very good. So we loaded temperature. We shall set less than. If the temperature is less than 405, which will be nighttime, we can say select R0 based on R0. If it's true, nighttime. Green if it's daytime.
Storm incoming.
Yellow. Yellow. You don't like yellow? Is that a UI error? Or is that a problem? Yellow it should like. Well, we'll find out. It does some funny things, this. And so we can save
incoming.
Save batch named to the LED. We'll call it the I don't know, nightlight. The color R0.
Incoming.
that should do us. We'll see if that works. If you are happy with that, export you into there. You should chuck a wobbly because you don't know what the temperature sensor is. Choose the gas sensor.
Storm incoming.
There you go. Reset you, switch you on. Okay, that's not throwing a wobbly, so it was probably just a UI error on the thingo. So this is the night light.
Storm incoming.
Night light. There we go. That's working. And it is a night light.
Storm incoming.
And there's a storm incoming apparently. Nice. So, grab a door. I can grab just one of them will be fine. And I can put the door on there. Right, so those lights should go green when it is, oh shit.
Storm incoming.
I don't want to be doing that. Well, we won't find out until who knows? Well, anyway, it might have been exploding in the fuel pipe there. I don't know.
Storm incoming.
But we danced nil in there, so I can seal you up. Oh, I was going to say it's just a bit of a lighting error there. And I thought, what's that window doing? Nope, no, it is. Don't worry, don't panic.
Storm incoming.
So I can now seal you up because there is 0 in here, and storm is still incoming for a couple of minutes. Okay, now let's go and look at our power. Wow, we are on an automating frenzy.
Incoming.
Although I still haven't automated the thing I really wanted to do, but that's okay. Now, import, I've got nothing in there. It is all wired up. So F1, we want the battery. You.
Storm incoming.
Take you. And we don't have a lot of power there. Anyway, we shall define battery to you. I shall need the display.
Storm incoming.
Display to D0 and the memory D1. I think that's all we need. Start a yield, which will load into R0, no, load batch.
Storm incoming.
Into R0 from the battery. We want to know the ratio, what percentage of charge is in there, and we want the average. Okay, now that'll come out as a fraction, so a number between 0 and 1.
Storm incoming.
I could put the display into a percentage to make that work, but that doesn't show any decimal points. So I shall just simply multiply it by 100. And I'll have a better number there. And I can just save that to the display setting.
Storm incoming.
R0. Jump to the start. So if I export you, you can go into there. You won't know what the display is. So you want the display, and you should want the power alarm. There's the memory. Right, reset you, put you onto there, you into there. Okay, power's actually going up. We are using 5.2, we're generating 7.4. That's what we want.
Storm
Now we want a graph to tell us that. So you are the power housing. You I need to hook up to the power housing. Although it doesn't say anything yet, so that won't help us. You can go into there.
Storm incoming.
Because there's a storm incoming. Right, so now I want to do that one there. So I shall need to alias the old power, because I want to compare it between one loop and the next. We shall put that to R10. I shall
Storm incoming.
want to load batch into R0 from the battery the charge and the sum of all the charges in the batteries. I want to find out what the difference was, so we shall subtract the current minus the
Storm
old power. That
incoming.
should give us the difference, and I want to keep the old power, the current power, so I'll use R1. I can just save that to the DB housing setting will be the difference, so the graph can then have that. Now I want to move into the old power
Storm incoming.
the current power, which was R0. Yup. Into there, export you, and I should have a graph. There we go. Gives us a big number to start with because there's a lot of charge in there.
Storm incoming.
Okay, so we want to use the alarm now. So that will be our memory. So let's just say, so if it's below 40%, just to see if it works. So we know what the percentage is. No more storm incoming. Ha ha ha. 27 kilowatts. So much for low power. Okay, so where are we? We have, we know what the power is, which is R0. So we shall set less than, so set R0.
Hunger caution.
If the current power is less than, what do we say, 40%. I'll change it down later, just want to see if it works. So if it is less than 40%, we want to say low power in the alarm. So that is, sound alert, low power is 23. So that is now 0 or 1. If I multiply that by 23, it is now 0 or 23. So I can save to the memory setting R0. And that will be the message to say that there's low power into the memory. And let's change the color of the display while we're here too. So we shall select R0 based on what R0 is, which will be 0 or a number. So if it's a number, it means it's low. So we shall say color red if it is not below that is good. So color green. Whoops. Color green. It worked that time. And save to the display color R0. Right, it is above 40. So let's change that to a 50. Confirm. I shall yoink you, export you. That should give us a low power warning. Goes
Power
red,
low.
power low. Once it gets to 50, that should switch back to green and the power low message will go away. That's in there. See state 23 in the power alarm and we're good. I shall yoink you out of there and change that
Power
back
low.
to say 10%. Right. And export it as well. Now that should go back to green and the power low message should switch off. There we go. No alarm. We're all good. We're all fine here now. How are you? Ah, ha, ha. And you can have a lid now. Well done. Okay, so our power is getting there. I can close that one too and close that one. Everything's good. Nothing to see here. Oh, and the storm's over. Well, nuts. Well, I didn't get a lot out of that, did I? Okay, you're automated. The water. I had to get the water automated. That was the whole point of what we were doing here. Now I'll need to notice when this one has to come on at night time. So I'll need another bloody sensor. I'll put a display on here for our generator as well. I'll need another sensor for outside. I've already got 2 sensors for outside. And another one. Okay, can I push? Can I send a signal in there? If I write it to one of the data channels on this cable, I should be able to read it through the transformer. And yeah, you can go into there. You're good. Now I'll need that to come on at night time. I'll need to make sure I don't overpressure it. Well, that doesn't seem to overpressure, but just in case something goes wrong, I might put safeties on it anyway. Okay. Now I will need... So I have a power sensor on this. So if I write the channel 0 on this one, which once again I can probably do with that thingy. Boink. Import you. So I have the sensor on here already. So the temperature, I should just be able to say after I read it, save to dB channel 0, channel 0, R0. Export you. No errors are good. Oh, look, it's night time. The lights came on. I went green. I can go switch this on now. Boop. So I should now have channel 0 on this cable being read in there. So now I just have to read from the transformer. Yoink. That one there. Clear. So if I set the transformer to D0, I just have to start. You'll load into R0 from D0 0, whichever one it is, the channel 0, and I'll just put it to the dB housing. This setting 0. Jump to the start. Export you into there. Hook my transformer to D0, and we're good. Where's my transformer?
Filter low.
Piece. I bet the data on the other side of that one. Geez, the data's on the incoming side. Well, arse. So I can't read that channel from inside this circuit. That's handy. Well, I can't do that then. Well, crap. I'm going to need another sensor. Or Or if I access the transformer from here to write it, force it into that circuit, which means I'll need to find that transformer. Boop. You are the... If I have you as the water transformer, and you come over to here, import you. So I'll need to know the transformer. So you'll need to be D4. So I'll need, or can I batch write it into every single? I bet I can't batch write with that. Well, let's just see if we can do it this way first. So save into yeah, transformer. Oop. Oh, transformer. That's better. Okay, oop. 0. Oh, is that another UI thing, or can I not use aliases with that? Well, we'll find out. Export you to there. You'll want to know what the transformer is, so you'll chuck a wobbly. Transformer, that is the water transformer. Water transformer, there you are. No problem. Okay, so now can I read that from in there? So I shall want you to watch me time, because it'll be, I can't look out the window over there anymore. It'll be daytime coming up soon, probably. No, we're still good. Let's just waste time looking for daytime. That'll help. So we want to import you so I can load it. Well, it's in the circuit, so I can load it from anywhere. So if I load it from the housing, channel 0, and save it to there, we say export you and switch it on. That might help. And we've got not a number. Did I pick the right one of them? Transformer is small. We have 0, 1. I want the output. Okay, yep, thank you. Import you. Now I've got to send it on channel not 0 to 1, which is the input going into this circuit. I'll export you, put you into there. I now have the temperature, and I better switch that off. Whoops. Yoink. Okay. So now if I look at the housing, I can see the temperature on there. So that is getting the temperature from this cable through the transformer into this circuit. So I don't need to put another sensor on there. Although I do have to individually access that one. I should have to try and see if I can batch it. I bet I can't. But anyway, that is working. So we now have the temperature in there without putting up another sensor. That's probably not really saved me much, but anyway.
Hydration critical.
Import you. I shall go and have a drink, perhaps. I don't need to do that. And a feed. Okay, you will be in there. I probably have some more water over here, which is, 6 litres. Nice.
Hunger critical.
Oh, you're never happy. Ah, 11.2 litres. Look at that. Well, I think if I can get up to 30 litres, I would have had, I will have fixed, or I will have more water than what I started with. So that's probably going to be calling that a win situation. Got you. You're fed, you're done. Close that up, get you out of there. I probably need to get you done by now. I'll vent you out. And away we go. Now here I shall need... now I know the temperature. So I shall also need to know the gas mixer. I'll need to switch that on and off. I shall need to know the combustor. Combustor to D1. I shall need to know the Sterling D2, and I shall need to know the display. Display to D3. I shall set the display into power mode. So say the display mode 2, which should set it into power. Now we have loaded in the temperature, which is R0. So we shall set a less than, set R0 if the temperature is less than 405, which is nighttime. Now, I want to make sure the fuel line doesn't overpressure. We seem to be using it faster than what we are making it, so it's unlikely, but we shall check anyway. So load into R1 from the combustor, B-U-S-T, combustor, the pressure at the input, which will be the fuel line, and we shall say set less than, set R1 if that is less than 1 megapascal. It shouldn't be a problem, but safety first. And we shall end that with the temperature. So R0, R0, R1. Now I want to check the pressure on the output. Once again, I think our back pressure regulator is keeping up with it all, but just in case, load into R1. I can use that again because I've finished with the previous one from the combustor. The pressure at the output, and we want to make sure that doesn't get too high, because if that gets too high, the pollutant will start to condense. So we shall set less than, set R1 if R1 is less than 5 megapascals. Because at that temperature, it will not condense below 5 megapascals. Save less than, or equal to, it doesn't matter. And that into the bunch. So it must be nighttime. It must have less than a megapascal of fuel in the fuel line. It must have less than 5 megapascals in the outline. If all of them are good, save to the mixer on R0. Okay, otherwise any of them are missing, it will switch it off. Now we want to load from the, into R0 from the Sterling, the power generation. Yep. And save to the display setting, set double T, setting R0. And that might be enough. I'm bound to have stuffed something up in that many lines of code. Right, we want the mixer, gas mixer, we want the combustor, and we want the Stirling engine, and we want to display, and nothing else. Switch you on, you should be switched off. Our display has gone into power mode. And it's off like it should be. Well, that's successful but anticlimactic. Well, that should switch on when it comes to night time now, if I've done that right. So all we need now is a night time, which is a fair way away by the looks of it. Right, so that is that one done. We have put up our PA system. We have put up our weather alarm. We have put up our water maker automation. We've put up our power automation. I am a coding demon today. Maybe if I switch something off, I might stop running out of power. Yeah, those things use up a fair bit of power. That's gone from 5.5 probably down to about 4.5. So there's almost a kilowatt just in the printers. And that's when they're just sitting idle, when they're not printing anything. So it might be an idea to switch them off. So what do we got? 5.5 down to, wait for it. 4.6, yeah, so almost a kilowatt in that one just by itself. Right, be interesting to see how much power we're getting out of that Stirling engine come night time. Anyway, no, I don't need to do that. I still don't need to do that. No matter how many times I do it, I still don't need to do it. Now I could break into that room now and extend all of that stuff. Now I need to do this one. So this one, I've got a water sensor there already, so I'll need to know this one. This is the, I don't know, the maker, analyzer, and this one will be the, I don't know, the pot analyzer. Yeah, that'll do. Now I have a water housing up here. Boink. And now if I import you, I shall need to know the maker sensor to D2 and the pump to D3. That should do us. Now all I need to do is a load into R0 from the maker sensor the temperature, and she'll set less than, so if the temperature is less than the 25 degrees, so 298, we can switch it on. Probably check and see if there's some water in it too. So load into R1 from the maker sensor the volume of liquid and set greater than, so if the volume of liquid is greater than, I don't know, 0.01, 10 mils, yeah, why not? If both of them are good, so and R0, R0 and R1, we can save the pump. I spelled S wrong. Save the pump. I can switch it on, or I can just switch the setting. If I switch the setting, I won't get the click click noise of the on off to R0. And that should be enough. So I just need to make a sensor and the pump. Yoink. Export you into there. Now, where are we? Let's switch you off. The maker sensor. Maker analyzer and the pump, which will be the liquid volume pump. I've got a lot of stuff on this line here. Liquid volume pump, which is you. You on. You're happy. You should have switched to 0, which you have, because there's not enough water in there. 0.002. Switch that on. So that one should just switch to 1 and suck that water in when there's some there that is below 25 degrees. Oh, and we are automated, baby. So that's chewed up a whole day. Yeah, you can go away. Right. So we have probably run out of time. But we have automated our water intake. We've automated our water maker. We have done a lot of things there. We've automated our, well, not automated our power. We've just put on an alarm. Put on an alarm for the weather. Made the PA, the Nagamatron 5000. But when that sun goes down, we'll be able to see how much power we get from this. Soon enough, I guess. We're charging at 1.3 kilowatts, but if we're using 4.6, that's not going to last us till morning. But if we are making more than 4.6 with the Stirling engine, we're going to be set for power, not a problem. Temperature gets really hot. Why doesn't it get colder? I think I've figured out that one there. I think the math has been done, so if it's right over in the east or right over in the west, the temperature is low. When it gets to either north or south, no matter how high it is, that seems to be the hottest part of the day. They're not calculating the temperature on the vertical angle, so yeah, temperature gets a bit weird. So because it's getting almost directly south, it's getting towards a maximum temperature, and then it decides it's night time and the temperature just goes blip. Goes definitely blip. We'll get there. I guess if they did the vertical angle of the temperature, then it probably wouldn't get to 600 degrees during the day in winter, which it probably shouldn't. There we go, it just drops right down. But you switched on. And we're looking for 4.5 kilowatts. If we can get that, we're good for power. We've solved the power problems. We might have solved the power problems. Almost. It'll be close. Well, it's good enough to get us through the night. No, actually, we might have just solved it. Okay, power problem solved. Now we are getting from our... I'll probably need to enclose that in a little case. Then, because it's probably cooling down thanks to the heat loss. But we are getting water. We are getting our furnace heated. We are getting power just from our water combustor here. So as a byproduct of our water, our furnace gets hot and we get power. So that was worth it. And it cools down the water by actually giving us power. Yeah, we've solved power problems. We're good. We're good. Okay, but that's about all we have time for today. So in between, I might do a bit of tidy up in the bigger room. But not now. So anyway, till next time, happy building. See ya.